Hello and welcome to the Blackstone Solicitors channel. Today we're looking at a document that often comes up in commercial property leases, the rent deposit deed. It's not always a term that's widely understood, but it plays a crucial role in protecting both landlords and tenants. If you're entering into a commercial lease, knowing what a rent deposit deed is and why it matters can save you from disputes, unexpected costs, and legal complications.
So, what exactly is a rent deposit deed? In simple terms, it's an agreement that accompanies a commercial lease in which the tenant provides a sum of money to the landlord as security for the tenant's obligations under the lease. That sum is known as the rent deposit.
The idea is straightforward. The deposit acts as a safety net for the landlord. If the tenant fails to pay rent, breaches the lease, or damages the property, the landlord can use the deposit to cover those losses. Essentially, it's a financial guarantee that the tenant will comply with their responsibilities. It's important to understand that a rent deposit deed is separate from the lease itself. While the lease sets out the ongoing obligations, like paying rent, maintaining the property, and adhering to use restrictions, the rent deposit deed specifically deals with the deposit, how it's held, and the circumstances in which the landlord can access it.
For example, the deed will usually specify that the deposit is held in a designated account and that it cannot be used by the landlord except in agreed situations, such as unpaid rent, breach of covenants, or costs of repairing damage caused by the tenant. This protects the tenant from the landlord using the money unfairly, while giving the landlord assurance that funds are available if something goes wrong.
Imagine you're renting a small retail unit. You hand over a deposit of a few months' rent at the start of the lease. 6 months in, there's a dispute over damage to the property or unpaid service charges. The rent deposit deed sets out the rules for how the landlord can use the deposit, ensuring there's a clear process and reducing the potential for conflict. It's also worth noting that the deposit is usually returned to the tenant at the end of the lease, provided the tenant has met all their obligations. That makes it both a protective tool and a form of reassurance for the tenant.
At Blackstone Solicitors, we often advise both landlords and tenants on rent deposit deeds.
For tenants, it's about understanding exactly how much money is required, how it's held, and under what circumstances it can be used.
For landlords, it's about making sure the deed clearly protects their financial interests while remaining legally enforceable.
A well-drafted rent deposit deed will cover several key issues: how the deposit is calculated, the permitted uses, the procedure for claiming it, interest on the deposit, and what happens when the lease ends.
Every detail matters, because ambiguity can lead to disputes that are expensive and time-consuming to resolve.
It's also important to remember that the rent deposit deed is part of the broader leasing package. While it's designed to protect the landlord, it shouldn't be used to impose unfair restrictions on the tenant. Negotiating fair terms at the start helps maintain a good landlord-tenant relationship and prevents costly disagreements later. So, to sum up, a rent deposit deed is a legal document that secures the tenant's obligations under a commercial lease. It protects the landlord if the tenant fails to meet their responsibilities, while providing the tenant with clarity about how their deposit will be handled. Getting the deed right is crucial to avoiding disputes and ensuring a smooth leasing experience.
At Blackstone Solicitors, we guide clients through every aspect of commercial leases, including rent deposit deeds, ensuring that the terms are clear, fair, and legally sound.
If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more practical legal insights. And if you're entering into a commercial lease or have questions about a rent deposit deed, get in touch. We'd be delighted to help you protect your interests. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.